What is going on? I got the red on air sign, which means we are live. What an exciting day. I mean, we're getting into summer now, getting warmer weather. I think technically we've been in summer for what? Has it been like a week and a half, 2 weeks? Was it
almost a week? I think it was last Thursday.
Last Thursday, okay.
Yeah.
So there we go. So officially summer. I guess this would be the first live of the summer. Pretty awesome. Hopefully you guys are going to be having some good vacations planned, breaks, beach trips, pool trips, things like that. You know, getting the time to thaw out and feel good. So speaking of feeling good, we have some awesome guitars. I have my deal of the live. It's an EVH inspired build. These were builds that I put through. They did really well. We sold out of them right away, and we even made them available for custom orders. Is the custom order thing still available, Brandon, or is that ship sailed?
That's closed.
That's closed. Okay, so we did sell out of those, but we do have an additional one for someone that did not grab one of these, and you know they're pretty well loaded up. You know, Floyd Rose, custom texture splatter finish, a lot of really cool options. Price $26.55. So if you want to grab this limited edition EVH inspired guitar, call my guys at 858 Guitars. We'll grab that exact guitar. Let me show it off a little bit. Look at that Aries titanium, the roasted fretboard and roasted back of the neck. Such a rad build. Original Floyd Rose, of course, 25.5-inch scale. All the things you know and love from Kiesel, and it's your opportunity to get something that's kind of like a little bit of a collector thing going on. It's not that you couldn't recreate the guitar. Of course, we could do that, but it's not going to be for that price. You know, you're going to pay, you know, quite a bit extra for all of the normal price options rather than us putting it all together for you in one cohesive package. So pretty exciting stuff there. So you can grab that. Maybe that's a little treat for the summer for yourself. Customer guitar. Looks like Dale. And we got a stuck guitar. Oh, geez, that thing was in there. So we got a bolt-on Vader. It was bolted onto the stand there for a second. In pearl blue, white pickups, white pearl cap knobs. Love the white pearl inlays. And looks like we got a white over black logo, or a silver over black. Kind of hard to tell with the lights in here. Walnut neck. What a rad looking build. I want you guys to check out that bolt-on neck construction on this Vader. Very comfortable. Allows you great access all the way up to the 24th fret. And you can see how that neck heel is sloped down and then radiused. We have gone through our entire line of bolt-on neck instruments, and we've added this radius to them. These are going to be the ones that are not equipped with a neck plate. So anything that doesn't have a neck plate has the more modern, more comfortable, more ergonomic neck heel. So that's going to be all models across the board. So if you've been wanting, kind of been holding out because you've seen the A2 and the improvement in that heel, well, that heel went into our other models that are bolt-on. So, you know, as we make improvements, we like to push those through our other models, you know, after we've tested and spent a lot of time engineering and just dialing things in and getting them perfect. So that's just another update for 2024, of course, a mid-year update. So that is something neat for you guys that have been maybe wanting to get a bolt-on and maybe we're waiting on that. Shop is going good. We've hired a few more people. Build times, you know, we're looking at 8 to 16 weeks, right around there. Of course, they can range. You know, sometimes they're going to be a little longer, especially a Jeff to do. I have a lot of racing that I do this time of year, and I'll be out of town, you know, a couple weeks here and there. Good news is my daughter Kayla has been really stepping up here, learning a lot on custom finishes for the past couple years. And she's getting them down so good that I'm training her how to do more and more finishes all the time. And it's so great to see that, you know, her and Zach, the effort that they're both putting in. You know, Zach just really delving into marketing and trying to, you know, bring you guys better experiences here, better information. You know, so the two of them I think are going to really make a big difference here in cutting down some of the maybe the confusion, with Zach helping, on the online and the digital side of the company. And then Kayla, cutting down some of the lead times, with her creativity and her execution on the finishes and stuff. So, so great to see. We've even added wood pickups to the guitar builder. So that's something new that was added for the Father's Day promo. And so wood pickups are still online. Speaking of promos, I got to do this before I get into questions. So now's a good time to start typing your questions. We have a 4th of July promo going on. I believe it kicks off right now. Certain in-stocks are discounted. We got $50 off red, white, and blue translucent finishes. So that would be single color or burst finishes. $100 off any textured splatter. So like this EVH inspired guitar, the textured splatter. 50% off the red, white, and blue metallics. Metallic finishes are very hard to do. They're more labor intensive. So giving you half off of those is a really great deal. Screensaver went on. $100 off Poplar Burl and Zebrawood tops. Poplar Burl and Zebrawood lend themselves to so many cool colors. So take advantage of that while you can. Free Monster Burst and Reverse Monster Burst or Fire finish with any master grade. It's going to be a flame, quilt, or poplar top. It says with master grade top, but I don't know. I'm sure the email specifies. We got free red, white, and blue acrylic inlays. Of course, we have to be patriotic. $100 off any 5-piece neck, which I don't believe we've ever done before. So I think that's a cool promo. 5-piece necks are going to add a little more stability. They also add a very cool look to your instrument. So make them more stable and look cooler. Free antique ash treatment over swamp ash bodies. Free stainless jumbo frets. Free chambered body with any exotic wood top. Free swamp ash body with raw tone finish. And then half off any roasted ash body upgrade or half off roasted neck or fingerboard options. Man, that's a lot. We're adding the heat to you guys with some of these roasted finishes, for the summer. We're turning up the heat here and trying to give you guys some awesome deals, get you into your first 100th, John Gamrat 150th, who knows where he's at, get you into your Kiesel. So hopefully you guys have saved up and it's your turn to shine and take advantage of these promos. So hit up my guys at 858 Guitars or log on and check them out. And let's do some questions.
All right, first question is, would Kiesel ever make active hum canceling single coils similar to what Fishman does?
That's really not our world. I don't think so. I think, let the companies like Fishman that have, the engineering technology and the resources, let them shine in that.
Next question is from Josh. He's asking, what is the upcharge for a customer-provided custom paint color?
Totally depends on the color. Yeah, it can range anywhere from as low as, I believe, 300 is where they start, and they can go up there pretty good on some of the color shifts and things like that. So call my guys. They'll be able to help you with that.
Is there space to add a third humbucker in the middle on a Vader, and would that be a custom programming fee?
It's not something that we offer. It's not something I'm really interested in doing. I've never been asked for it. So you'd be the first person to ever ask me for that on a Vader. Could we do it, for the right amount of money, I guess? We could take a look at that. You're looking at, somewhere around $500 extra, plus the cost of the pickup, so about $600 for something like that. If you're interested, call my guys. Be a prepaid, no return build.
Got a good question from Scott Janzer.
Scott Janzer, I haven't heard that name in a little while. How you doing, bud?
He says, with the new heel, does this mean that all bolt-ons can also have neck pickup delete?
Scott, you're right on the money, bud. That's a great point. Yes, you can get neck pickup delete on our bolt-on models. This is going to be the ones that do not have pick guards. So some of the models that have pick guards are going to still require a neck pickup. So the models that don't, though, yes, Scott, that's a great point.
Michael is asking if you got some new ink.
I did. Yeah, so I have Princess Leia on my forearm. Got Obi and Darth just above them. So that's the whole point of my forearm, and my hand is not tattooed yet, but there's going to be A New Hope. You got Chewy on the inside of my arm. And then you got...
That's pretty good.
Empire Strikes Back. We got a Snowspeeder wrapping an AT-AT. Inside here is going to be Han in Carbonite and Boba Fett. And then Vader up top here. And then we got to do the Return of the Jedi scene. So I'm going to bounce between my armpit. The Sarlacc pit goes in my armpit. This armpit's actually all tattooed, so I know what that feels like. It hurts like hell. Falcon's going on my chest. My back and my ribs, we're trying to figure out exactly what goes where and what we're doing. So it's a pretty big piece. I'm excited. It's cool to get tattooed again. I guess it's one advantage I have too. I have a lot of nerve damage, a lot of neuropathy, and so I don't have a lot of feeling in my arms. The inside of my arms, I have a lot of feeling, but the top side, I don't really have much feeling. So there are times I'm sitting there and legit, it feels like someone is just doing this. Like you don't even feel anything. Like I have to look like, do you have a needle in there? It's not because I'm a badass and I can't feel pain, you know, or I'm tough. It's because I legit can't feel the pain. Side effect is my hands fall asleep, they tingle, I get shooting shock-like pains in my hands at times. I've overused my hands so bad that my tendons stick up through my palms of my hands. So yeah, it's pretty fucked. It's amazing. Build guitars. Guitars and race cars. I've done a lot of that in my time.
Kenny is asking, what is that Alan Holdsworth Les Paul looking blue guitar behind you?
Oh, that's the Fat Boy. Yeah, we got that limited time. You guys can still buy a Fat Boy. We brought it back. So check it out. The HF2 model on our website. Alan played this before we made the Headless version for him. And I think the Headless came out in 2012. So this would be prior to that. And then we had discontinued the Fat Boy because he wasn't playing it. But a lot of customers had loved the model. They requested it. And so we did kind of like a throwback and we did a rewind, so to speak, and brought the model back. So it's still available for a limited time. So check that out and get yours while you can. It's still available, right, Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. John Gamrat is in here. It says, Jeff, don't pick on me. You know I'm not normal.
Yeah, but you're awesome. That's all that matters. John's good people. John and Christine came. We flew them out here, and they came and stayed with us at our house for a couple nights, and took him out for his birthday and surprised him with the build. It was we had a good time with the two of them. They're great people.
Any chance of a Jazzmaster inspired shape in 2024?
I wouldn't say in 2024, no. You know, it is something that is getting put on my radar by you guys pretty often. Maybe down the road. Could it be in 2025? Probably not even, but I wouldn't say no to the fact of doing one. I would say not this year, for sure. You know, it's kind of late in the year already for new projects, I guess. You know, something that is already not in the works or something I haven't you know, put a paper or pencil to the wood, I guess, really, because I don't really use paper and I don't use a computer at all. I just draw right on the actual blank and I cut it out.
Tyler is asking, would you ever spray nitro finishes?
Well, it's illegal to do in California, and I love my business. I love owning it, so I wouldn't take the chance in getting shut down by the pollution control. So no, I would not. There would be no amount of money that would make me spray that here and risk throwing up a red flag to the pollution control board.
Will my Carvin H2 fit in your modern bag? I think it means an ultimate soft case. And can I buy one without a guitar?
Yes and yes. Call my guys if you want to buy a bag without the guitar. Or you can get a free bag when you buy it with the guitar.
Chris is asking, can you get a Kiesel treated neck like the fingerboard if it's flamed maple?
You absolutely can, yeah.
Is that guitar on the right still available?
As far as I know, no one's walked in here. $26.99 grabs it. Limited edition. They sold out right away, and we actually made them available for custom orders after that. So if you want it, call my guys, 858 Guitars.
How close is Kiesel's light pink to the flamingo pink on Steph's ESP?
Ooh, I don't know, to be honest. That's a good question. I mean, that would be something for, a side-by-side comparison. I don't think it's that far off. It's not like crazy far off, but it's definitely different. I want to say the ESP has a little more pink and a little less white in it, if I had to, say what the differences are.
Jeffrey is asking, can we get Tropic Inlays or logos?
No, we don't offer either of those. They would be cool, but it's hard to do everything, so we try to pick the most popular things and do a lot of those.
Nick is asking, what is your favorite top wood / finish to go with a roasted swamp ash body?
Well, that's a hard one. There's so many that look good, but I got to give a nod to the blues. The blue with that roasted swamp ash kind of has that beachy vibe. So I don't know, you look at like a blue candy, that's hard to beat right there. Get that quilt on there, and you could even do a two-tone finish where you have the gloss on the blue area, and then you do like a raw tone on the swamp ash area. That looks really cool.
Any chance of getting a Tim Miller with an F hole?
No, not with an F hole. The sound hole that we put on there is what Tim wanted, and I don't see offering different versions of that. I think it fits the model very well, and it gives the sound and the look that he wants. I'd say we could delete the sound hole altogether. That would be probably the closest thing we could give you, and then if you wanted, you could have someone make you some sort of like three-dimensional looking sticker, and you could put that on there so it has that look. I mean, people have done that in the past, not on a Tim Miller necessarily, but people have done that on guitars in the past.
Have you been thinking about bringing back the X220?
No, I brought it back, did a limited run in, I think I was 15, and it did okay. It didn't do what I had wanted it to do, and so I brought it back, and it just did okay. I would think that nowadays it would probably do better, especially with the kind of the market that we've gained in that era, just like that 80s throwback, pointed guitars. I feel like we're stronger in that market now. So I think that model would do better now, but we've done it. It's hard to want to redo a model again, especially when it wasn't as successful as you had hoped it would be. And it's one of my favorite guitars.
What came first, the Osiris or the Vader?
Oh, the Vader. Yeah, by a long shot. Yeah, the Vader was 2015, and the Osiris, I want to say it was 18.
Justin Lubers is asking, can the NS1 get woods that are not available on the builder?
Sure. Yeah, you'd have to call. What's up, Justin?
When is the 4th of July sale starting?
I believe right now. I think it's effective immediately. What are you guys doing for 4th of July? Anybody got some really cool plans?
It should be live on the builder any minute. I told Jeremy to wait a little bit towards the end so he could talk about it first before people go look. So
me and my wife over the weekend went to Palm Desert and just to chill for the weekend. Get away, and it was 106 both days. It's hot, so the first day, 106, there's no breeze. So that 106 felt hot, but we were under the umbrella. We'd go in the pool and kind of chill for a little bit, but the sun wears you out, it really does, or just being in that kind of heat, 106, for long periods of time. And then the second day, there was a breeze, which was nice until the breeze picked up so much that around 3 o'clock, they had to put all the umbrellas in. So, of course, this guy is like, I'm out. I can't handle the sun like that, My wife can, but my skin is too pale, and then getting fresh tattoos, it's like, obviously what you don't want to do is get sun on it. So we did that over the weekend. So that was really cool. Got some time with her, and didn't quite get the rest and relaxation. I mean, we got relaxation, but not the restfulness that you would have thought we would have came back with, mainly because it was just so hot.
Sammy is asking, any chances of bringing back the Jason Becker Numbers inlay on an Osiris or Vader?
Oh, man. Well, I can tell you this. When we do these limited run guitars, so we did a limited run Vader, we did a limited run Osiris Numbers guitar. When we did them, we call them limited runs, and we don't recreate those. So it wouldn't be fair to everybody that bought those Osiris and Vaders for us to redo it and, in the same exact way or whatever. So no, I mean, as far as those particular, runs, there's no way we're going to redo that. I know a lot of people have asked for, to purchase my Osiris, the one that I have. How it works is when we do these builds, we'll give Jason the first one, we'll keep the second one, and then we have the other ones available for people to buy, you fans. And Jason gets part of the proceeds, right? And you have this instrument that's timeless, right? We won't recreate it. So if you ever see us do stuff like that, hop on it, especially when it's for a good cause.
Steven is asking, what do you think about a Carvtoop A2?
I don't understand. You just mean the body shape itself and then just making a full Carvtoop out of it? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Part of the A2 is, the bevels just make it so comfortable. And it's not that Carvtoops are not comfortable. I just don't think they're anywhere near as comfortable as a bevel model, especially our bevel models. So it's the way of the bevel now. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Adrian is asking, do you offer the non-reverse GT headstock for a multi-scale JB?
Non-reverse? No, I don't. Mm-mm.
Johnny is asking, is that a Relic or glare on the guitar on the right?
It'd be just glare.
Is it possible to make 24.5-inch scale for all models?
No, it's not possible. I mean, we could do it, but I'm just not going to do it. There's just not, our clientele doesn't demand a 24 3/4, scale. We have a few models we offer, but it's not very popular for us.
What was the sale announcement? I just got here.
Oh, you're going to have to click on the website and find out, man. I'm not going to go over all those details and take 10 minutes when everybody else already heard it. Sorry, bud. There's some good stuff on there, though. You're going to want to check it out. Or click on, Instagram. I'm sure the guys will have all the info on there, or Facebook.
Any chance of a Firebird style design at some point?
I'd say less chance of something like that.
When did the Zeus come out?
The Zeus came out in 2018, right before the Osiris did. So, in fact, it may have even been late 2017 when we launched the Zeus. It was like, I think we teased it right before the first of the year, and then we launched the Osiris at NAMM of 2018. So I think it was actually late 2017, December.
Can a Holdsworth be done with a 5-way switch and no tone pot?
I don't see why not. Call my guys.
What are the differences between a CS3 and CS6?
It's going to be eye candy, right? A CS6 is going to have a flame maple top standard, body binding, and I think abalone inlays. And then your CS3 is just going to have a mahogany body and a plain maple top, and then you can get that in a solid color if you want. No binding effect. both great models. You know, it's just two different price points, really.
Carl is asking, do you think the headless guitar trend will last, or is it a fad?
Oh, man, I don't think it's a fad at all. I think, you know, we're seeing other companies realizing the importance of headless guitars. We sell a lot of headless guitars. They're definitely a thing. There's definitely a reason for them. We're seeing artists we never thought would play a headless guitar, like Steph Carpenter loves headless guitars. He even played one of their days at Coachella exclusively with his Kiesel headlesses. So the first concert, it was back-to-back weekend concerts in Coachella this year, and he did a mix between his headstock-equipped ESPs and his headless Kiesels. And then for the second show, the following weekend, it was all Kiesels only, all headless. So, you know, we're seeing more people, you know, want them for whatever reason, whether it's a look, it's a feel, it's a lightweight, it's a sound. They're definitely a thing. I don't see them ever going anywhere. I don't, just maybe gaining more popularity is what I would think would happen. And we kind of do a lot with the headlesses, right? I mean, we have so many things to offer you guys, from all the constructions that are available to different shapes, pickup configurations, string counts, multi-scale, non-multi-scale. I mean, we do a lot.
All right, so we got a few minutes left. You want to do 5 more questions?
Sure.
And on the topic of headless guitars, someone is asking, any chance for a Jason Becker headless model?
Oh, man, you guys are like making me think that maybe we need to do something. Now, I mean, we did, you know, the Vader. We did a neck through Vader a long time ago. And then we did an Osiris bolt, which is a bolt-on Jason Becker. It sure would be cool to do something, you know, for Jason. July's coming up. Jason Becker July.
That was literally the next question is, will Jason Becker July be coming back?
Jason Becker July is coming back, yeah. So what we do for Jason in July is we donate an additional $100 for each guitar sold to help him with his special needs. So he gets a royalty already each time one is sold, any Jason Becker product. And then during the month of July, every single one that's sold, rather than discounting them by $100 to you guys, I keep the price the same, and I take that extra $100. I don't get it. I don't take it myself. We give it to Jason. So it helps him and his family with his high medical costs. So we'll be doing the Jason Becker July again, and it'll be awesome. It feels good to do the Jason Becker July and do so much for Jason and his family.
I got here late. How much for the deal of the hour?
$26.55. Call my guys.
Is it possible to pay a fee and get a thinner nut width on the NS1?
It is not possible for that. Sorry.
Have you tried pine or basswood as body options?
We have tried basswood before. The problem with basswood is it tends to cup over time. Doesn't want to stay flat. It also dents and cracks really easily. So we don't offer it in the custom shop. We use swamp ash, which is a much more stable, a much more expensive product. But that's going to be what we're going to use. That's going to give you that sound that you're looking for and that lightweight. But, you know, swamp ash is a hardwood. It's just porous because it grows below the level of the swamp. And because it's, you know, in the hardwood family, it holds up. It's way more durable. I think it looks amazing too. A lot of really cool finishes that you can apply to that because it is so porous. And that's what we offer in place of basswood.
All right, for the last question, they're asking, what are the pros and cons of headless guitars?
Well, definitely a pro is, you know, pretty self-explanatory. You look at it, it's small, it's compact, which is going to make it more lightweight. So that's going to be the biggest pro right there, is just if you have back problems, you're standing up playing for long periods of time, you want to sit down on the couch and you want to practice, you want your guitar to sit in your lap and you're not trying to whack someone that's maybe sitting next to you with the headstock. Those are all really, really great things. Tuning stability, when you don't have a headstock, you don't have something moving around up there. Not that headstocks move a lot, but they move a little bit, and that's going to, you know, give you a little variant in tuning. You know, they can have a little more direct sound. Cons, I would say the only con I can think of is some people just can't get over the small size. Some people want to, when they're done playing their guitar, they kind of grab it and they're holding it like this and they let it go and then they grab it by the headstock and then they put it away. Well, the con would be if you did that, you don't have anything there to stop, it's going to fall and hit the ground. So, there's very little cons. I would say the cons are literally all image-based or in your head. The pros are all real, and it's like anything. If you have a guitar that is built in a way that's ergonomic, doesn't matter if it has a headstock or not, the guitar is going to be comfortable and give you a long time of playing without, fatigue. But the headless guitars are going to be lighter and even more compact. And so that can be a little easier and a little less fatigue on you, especially, like I said, if you're standing up, shoulder problems, back problems, you name it. So I would say there's just a lot of pros to headless guitars. If you haven't tried one, a lot of people that try them will go, why didn't I do this sooner? These are amazing. I love these. We build our headless guitars to not have odd features. Some companies will have, specialty necks that require a very certain type of technique for playing them. And that can be, odd feeling. I'm not saying that some people don't love those, but I feel like the people that love those is a very narrow market in comparison to the wide guitar playing market. So our headless guitars are going to feel great in a lot of players' hands. Definitely try one. If you're concerned about it, buy one in the in-stock section that has a 10-day trial period. If you don't like it within 10 days, return it. No big deal. As long as it's got a trial period. Make sure it doesn't say all sales final or something like that. Well, guys, I'm stoked it's summer. I'm looking forward to getting home to my house to go hang out with my wife, her sister, and my wife's best friend. They all went hiking. My wife's best friend, Dana, is in from Pennsylvania. She came in yesterday. Flew her out for my wife's birthday. So trying to get those husband points, racking those up. But now I'm looking forward to hanging out with those ladies this evening and maybe doing some swimming. So hope you guys have an amazing week. And if you guys have any questions, as always, call my guys. Thanks for hanging out.